So I'm making this one of my first videos. Don't think it hubris. I just know that if I do start making progress, many will want to know why I don't cover certain topics or share my thoughts very freely or even talk much about current events, even if they're really terrible or really important. Well, it goes back to the purpose of this channel. The purpose is to be a tool to improve representation. Breaking that down further, I'm seeking to use it to guide people to community where they can, one, learn about people's voices that are being poorly represented, two, examine if their own beliefs are being properly represented by politicians and by media, and three, work together to build tools and systems that can be used to improve our representation. You might hear some opinions from our guests or from myself from time to time. You might learn some facts, and you might even learn a little bit about me. However, those are just means to an end, and that end is about improving representation. The biggest issue that sparked the idea for this channel has to do with the two-party system, but already I am seeking to expand my perspective to include more people. There's a very important idea that I've seen come up recently, such as in this video that I watched the other day. The idea is, if we see a problem affecting the people around us, we ought to speak up to defend them. We can't sit back and let fear dictate whether we speak. In fact, I encourage you to watch that video. However, it's clear to me that that idea can become very complicated when it comes to this channel. See, its purpose is to improve the representation of people who feel poorly represented. The nature of handling multiple groups that are sometimes at odds means that during a conflict between two or more groups, each would want representation. And if they see that I have a platform through which there's an audience, they might want me to represent their side. Hopefully now you're seeing my predicament. Let's describe it another way. If the people of the USA are like a couple that's been going through a lot of strife, I would be the couple's counselor, seeking to guide the two towards understanding and compromise. I can't pick sides while I'm filling that role. Explaining my judgments of each person's actions would not only be unhelpful to building a compromise, but it'd be distracting and upsetting. No, instead, I'm looking for this channel to guide its listeners towards greater self-awareness in order to achieve mutual understanding. The best way to do that is not through a YouTube channel. Pick any channel that has its host talk about politics and sort through the comments. You're going to find that the majority of the commenters share a similar opinion as its host, and the second largest group in the comments section are going to be people who huddle in their own anti-group and talk about how wrong the host's views are. No, there are better tools than a YouTube channel for having discussions. Therefore, this will be a multi-step process. Firstly, I had to make this channel in order to create a space and gather the framers. As it develops, and as more of you begin to feel comfortable investing your time, energy, and emotion, we'll be able to start planning out what systems we can create and or use in order to move into even better spaces. My mission is to use this channel to give everyone better representation. To do that, I have to represent everyone's voice. If I have to start representing the things that I care about, if I use it from my voice, then I'll stop representing yours. Once we create new systems that allow for better representation, I finally be able to use those to start representing myself. I'll put it this way. There's something I learned from The Lord of the Rings. If everyone distrusts each other, they're not going to be able to agree on a solution about what to do with power, such as a system for representation. However, if there's someone that is not a threat, that everyone can agree, is willing to deny their own opinion and do what is right for the benefit of others, that person can be the representative to bridge the gap. And if you're willing to join this mission by using what voice you have right now, we might be able to pull this off. Peace.